be prepared for competition. Even if it's been on the market for a couple weeks, don't be surprised if as soon as you are deciding to act that maybe there's been that natural influx, or what I call booms, has happened. Hey guys, this is Erin. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Richmond, Virginia, hit that like button, click subscribe, and click that little bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. Hey there, I'm Erin Melton and welcome to Living in Richmond, Virginia. If you are looking to buy a home in the Richmond, Virginia area in 2025, make sure you watch this video first. You won't be sorry. So let's talk about things in the Richmond, Virginia area, the market overall feel. So the median values of things approximately $441,000, that is down by 1.5% from last year around that time. So median sales prices across 6.7% across all types of property, reaching about $400,000. We still remain what would be considered a seller's market, with homes selling in certain price points and certain areas quickly and often for above asking. I will let you know that has started to shift. Days on market, we're still averaging at about 23 to 28 days on market. That is up about 21.7% from 2024. I want to give you some different ideas of what to expect. There's a particular home on Gray Street. The original list price was $1.196 million. It closed for $1.272 million towards the end of March of this year. Now that is a particular hot spot and one that we're seeing the days on market still remain fairly low. 4 days on market for this particular home. Another area that we're still seeing things pretty hot, though we are seeing the days on market as we get further into the year start to go a little bit higher than some areas, but definitely if you're looking in the Museum District, the Fan District, and in certain price points and quality of homes, be expecting that these are still going to be flying off the market just like they were in COVID years. So 5401 Cary Street, which is in the Fan, it was originally $1.4 million and it closed for $1.175 million. So you can see we're seeing a little bit of shift. That was in February of this year, 9 days in the market. Another really hot area is Area 22, which is in Henrico County in the West End. A good example would be 11713 Thaddeus Drive in Henrico. The original list price, was $699.99, $700,000. It's all about the psychology. It closed for $710,000. That's a big change from where we were in certain areas in certain years from before. A lot of my friends, a lot of my clients will be searching over the years. I think will be very happy to see this. Some people that maybe gave it a shot a couple years ago and said that it was way too competitive. We are still seeing competitive offers, still seeing multiple offers in certain circumstances, far less. This is 29 days in the market, so it's a big jump up from where we were before. Let's talk about another really popular area in the West End, which would be Area 34 over in Glen Allen, 10735 Beach Road. Point in Glen Allen. The original list price was $899.99, so really at $900,000. It closed at $920,000. 3 days on the market. Very popular River Mill. I'm really excited to see homes coming up in River Mill and it not just be a new construction. For years, the only way that anyone was going to get into River Mill was going to be if they were building from scratch. I love that we're seeing resales and I love that we're seeing some of the larger homes and not just the townhouses and more of the patio homes coming up. The great thing about this neighborhood is you have all the amenities. You are right there, a hop, skip, and a jump right away from everything in Virginia Center Commons. So you have Target, you have Publix, you have Best Buy, you have one of those jump zones that everyone loves, a great Panera Bread. What else is over there? Michael's. Everything and anything, and it actually was the original charging station for the Teslas, and they've added a bunch more, and it still is actually pretty fast. I remember back in the day when I got my Tesla back in 2017, it used to be that I could charge there anytime I want. Now, on a regular basis, I need to check my app, make sure it's not filled if I'm over there. But this is literally right around the corner. You also have everything over at Bass Pro Shop, all the fun stuff there, so really close to 95 as well as 295. What is the best thing about this neighborhood? The feel. little common area with cute little pavilions. They do a lot of live music during certain times of the year, little fire pits, great community. The lots aren't huge, so it is something that is kind of off-putting to some people. But you know what? A lot of people are like, I don't necessarily want to be mowing along. God knows with how hot it's been this summer, no one wants to be out there for any amount of time. Other popular areas, just to give you kind of a little taste. You know, you're looking in 2025, you want to know what to expect what's out there. Area 62, very popular area in Midlothian, 16100 Valley Road in Midlothian. The original list price was at $1.15 million, and it closed for $1.1 million. A little bit of a savings. That was back in March. That was 55 days on the market. So definitely, if you have been thinking about things, if you're like, hey, it seems like everything has been going off the market, or, oh, hey, it seems like things are staying on the market. Another thing, if you are shopping in 2025, something that you may not be accounting for and why you need to make sure you're getting connected with a great realtor that understands what it's like to sell during markets other than the unicorn years that we've had the past few years, make sure you're getting in touch with me. So many times we're seeing a lot more fall throughs. Why is that? It's because there's more inventory, because we're seeing more options for people. Whenever people have more options, they think they have more choices. And sometimes buyers will react in a way to go, hey, I've got all these options and I can do whatever I want and I can ask for anything. Make sure you connect with a great agent so that I can guide you in the right direction to navigate through the contract the way it's written. This particular house we were talking about was in Halsey. I know we've talked about it in other videos. So important to know. You can even find some great neighborhoods and great deals in the luxury neighborhoods. Area 64 is another really popular one south of the James in Midlothian. Good example of a house would be 3118 Queens Gate Drive in Midlothian. The original list price, was $1.5 million, and it sold for $1.425 million. So gives you kind of an idea. 24 days in the market. If there are homes that you are seeing on the market a little bit longer, or maybe have been a fall through, these are going to be some areas where you might be able to get some help with your closing costs, which could help with buying down your rate. Also could help with a little bit of less cash that you're bringing into closing, because it isn't necessarily the sales price, it is going to be your cash to close. Here are my tips for my buyers that are looking to buy in 2025. This has not changed, even with there being more inventory. If anything, it has become even more important to do so. Make sure you get pre-approved for a loan. Even if there are more options, even if there are things that are staying on the market a bit longer, you need to be ready to act quickly when that right home comes up. Whether you're in the area, shopping, boots on ground, whether you're working with myself and my team to do a virtual FaceTime showings of properties to really get a true feel if it's, hey, it's something you need to get in town right away, or keep that house hunting date scheduled as you were planning on. Another little pro tip I'm going to give you, insider tip. This is definitely not telling you at all who you have to work with. I do not get any kind of kickbacks from recommending any preferred partners. We are not in actual business together. I just work with them on a regular basis, and I know they take care of the things that need to be taken care of, so there are no surprises at the 11th hour. Super important for you. If you can work with a local lender that has a great reputation in the community, that will hands down make such a difference in your offer attractiveness. Also, you need to be prepared for a turnkey home that is priced well, and we're already looking at an area where there is less options. It's things, the days on market are still remaining slow. Be prepared for competition. Even if it's been on the market for a couple weeks, don't be surprised if as soon as you are deciding to act, that maybe there's been that natural influx, or what I call booms, has happened in our market again. The key thing always is connect with myself, connect with my team, so we can help you navigate exactly where you're looking and get you ready for what to expect for average days on market. How many homes are coming on? How many homes should we be seeing coming on? What are trends? What are things that we're seeing buyers being agreeable, our sellers being agreeable, or maybe not agreeable? What's your timing? Do you need to move door to door from one house? Do you have a house you need to sell, or a house that's under contract? Guess what? I'm getting people houses, contracts accepted even with the first right of refusal, but you need to know how to set all the ducks in a row and make your offer look as amazing as possible. Thank you so much for tuning in. Looking forward to helping you buy a home in the 2025 year in the Richmond, Virginia area. Remember, leave everything better. Once again, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Richmond, Virginia, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and click that little bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and always remember, leave everything better.